Hello, good morning, good people. I am really sorry, voice is out. Doesn't stop me from doing videos. Hopefully you can hear me. I plan to do actually quite detailed video, like a 30-minute episode or so. Then I'm like, can't do it. I'm already too tired. Um, it's the cold. If you have the indiscipline and stuff, if you drink cold stuff during the winter, this happens. So careful, be careful. Okay, so this video is going to be dedicated to my good friend Matt, and this is not the Matt from UK. This is rather my American friend, Matt Conkis, Mr. Matt Conkis, a legend himself. So I'll tell you this video, 20 powerhouse fragrances. I'm gonna rank them, and I'm not gonna talk in details. So this guy, he put top 5 in my group. He posted top 5 powerhouses he is willing to wear in the winter, and I decided to show all my, more or less all my 20, but I ranked them in order. And there are a few other people. This is my inspiration of work, love for powerhouses, thanks to these people. Okay, I'll talk about Chris Scentland, absolute legendary guy. Okay, he's an inspiration. I'll talk about FragranceMatt. He is from Great Britain. What an amazing guy. What a good person in the inside out, you know. And his dedication, if you see his content, huge. I'll talk about Lex Ellis and the legend. He talks about powerhouses. You can watch all these guys. I have few fragrances missing for the powerhouse, like Chanel Antaeus. I don't own it. It would be here if I had it. And then I have Dan Naughton and Pep. These two guys, Mr. Smelly, and I would say Pep's channel. Okay, so I'll put their link all, you know, like in the, sorry, Pep's channel is called Sentinel. I couldn't remember at the time, I apologize. So I'll put down their channel link. You can watch all their videos, great contents. They're legendary people. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show more than 20, but some of them are ties, and I have 3 honorable mentions. I have reviewed them all. If you want to check, just search on it on the YouTube. You can see pretty much reviews on these fragrances by many reviewers. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk in details. I'm just gonna show you. Okay, so 3 honorable mentions. Number 1 honorable mention is Gray Flannel. Sorry about the dust, it's been collecting for some time. These fragrances, powerhouses, are before I start, one other thing. Powerhouses, to me, definition is I mix them with the classic and modern, both. These are all winter fragrances, great performers. They are beast mode, but they don't work in the hot summer's day. So watch out. This year the winter is very intense, right? Very cold in Bangladesh, outside Bangladesh, throughout the world where you have winter, very cold. So these fragrances, give them a try, put them up to task. You see, you're not going to regret them, right? So yes, my first honorable mention is Gray Flannel. Check out my review on this. It has a beautiful wine accord, you know. I think I really love it for that. It has a lot more going on, mossiness. You'll see, green fragrance. Okay, Gray Flannel. Honorable mention number 2, Aspen by Coty. This is very inexpensive. You can find it in US, you can find it online, or even I think grocery shops, or rather pharmacies. You can find this. Pharmacists, they will have this very beautiful green outdoorsy scent, Aspen by Coty. And the last honorable mention is this Polo Green by Ralph Lauren, I believe. This is a classic from the 90s. Okay, very masculine leather and green scent. Okay, so those are my honorable mentions. Okay, now moving on to the real list. Okay, I may lose track as far as the ranking goes, but I'll put down the names of the fragrances so you can check them out. All right, number 20, Ralph Lauren. I think it's Polo Safari. Okay, been reformulated, but still great woody and leather-based scent. Very masculine. Really works great for the cold weather still. Hot weather, it doesn't really last. Try out Safari by Polo Safari. Okay, I think, yeah. Number 19, I'm gonna go with Pep's favorite fragrance for the powerhouses, the Kouros by Antonio Puig. Okay, this he loves. Unfortunately, this one doesn't last that long. I would like it to, but the smell wise, very handsome, very beautiful, classic. And it's really handsome. Like if you like YSL jazz, I think you probably will enjoy this. There's a older version. There's a fatter bottle, same design, but kind of the side is fat. That is the vintage. If you find that one, give it a try. This is very inexpensive still. You can find it with less than $25. Coram by Antonio Puig, number 19. Number 18, I'm gonna go with this one, Azzaro Onyx or Silverback. Okay, this fragrance, I believe it's somewhere between classic and modern. It's a modern version of Azzaro Puram. Okay, Azzaro Puram is known to be the barbershop, ultimate barbershop scent, but a bit dated now. That one doesn't last. This one does. Okay, so I believe, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. The phone was ringing. I mean, started ringing, so I just had to shut it off. Anyway, so this fragrance, what you get from it, it's a very long-lasting cold weather scent and inexpensive. Okay, I reviewed it. It is really handsome smell. Okay, it has a wearability factor throughout the year, but I really feel cold weather, this will really be very handsome, very underrated juice. Not many people wear it, this kind of scent. If you like semi barbershop classic, give it a try. It's aromatic fuchsia, sort of a lavender based scent. Azzaro Onyx or Silverback. Now the next one is another barbershop fragrance. It's loved by many people. Many reviewers really love this. This is Drakkar Noir by Guy Laroche. Okay, I hope I pronounced it correctly. Give it a try and see my review on this. This is very handsome. It's defined as a dad scent. You know, it's like a father figure kind of a fragrance. Very respectable in the community. Drakkar Noir. Okay. Number 16, I believe, is a fragrance. It's a signature scent of Johnny Depp. Xeno Davidoff. It's very mysterious, dark. It has a coffee note. It has leather, I believe, and it changes over time. The dry down is really pleasing. Okay, opening could be a little bit challenging, but give it a try. I'm willing to try it in the winter time because this performs really well on my skin. Next one, number 15. It's a classic, CK Obsession. Okay, check out the review on this one. Many people reviewed this. This is literally one of those genuine classics, and it's a sort of like back from the vault. You know, it's a legend from the house of CK. This is one of the best. CK Obsession is my number 15. Number 14, I'm gonna go with Van Cleef and Arpels Tsar. Very Russian ruler sort of a scent. It's green. It's people describe this as a green soapy scent. It's a bit mossy. I really like it. Enjoy it. It's evening time. Very classy. You can dress it up, dress it down, but it's a very nice evening cold weather scent. Check out Tsar. Not very expensive, but very posh smelling fragrance by Van Cleef and Arpels. Okay. Okay. So number 13. Okay, 13 is this fragrance. It's favored by Dan Naughton. Mr. Smelly loves this stuff, and this is not very expensive. You can find it everywhere. Very accessible, and the dry down is very close to, if you like pure Havana, you're gonna like this. Bogart Puram. Sorry once again about the voice. This fragrance can be a little bit harsh in the opening. It's very masculine. You know, it's very strong powerhouse, potent juice. Only works in cold weather. Give it a try if you like your fragrances strong. Very beautiful tobacco note, pipe tobacco in this. Okay, Bogart Puram. Okay, number 12. I'm gonna bring out a fragrance that smells like Kouros. It has a lot of common elements, but this one I don't have a vintage. I have a reformulated one, but still performs really well on me in the cold weather. It has the name is Givenchy Gentleman. Okay, it's beautiful honey colored juice, and this is honey accord in this. It has this animalic leather sometimes, but it's very masculine, very gangster like. Give it a try if you like powerhouses like this. Okay, Givenchy Gentleman is my number 12. Number 11, I'm gonna go with Pink Juice, Yuqawam. This one appeared in Matt's video. If you didn't check it out, please check out his video. This is sweet as it gets, and it's OG. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you in the very strong cold weather, it really cuts through the cold air. It has the cinnamon, it has florals, it has cotton candy feel, it has sugar note. It's just stunning juice. Okay, but it's very love it or hate it fragrance in the community. All right, so now moving on to the next one. Number 10, I have a Thai Rasasi La Yuqawam Puram. This one Tom Ford Tuscan leather clone, and this is called Tobacco Blaze. These two beast mode. Check out the reviews if you want to know what these fragrances are. They literally are gonna really serve you well in the cold weather. Okay, these two gems from Rasasi. Number 9, another Thai One is from House of Rasasi, other one is from Armaf. Yes, people will be like, what are these doing here? These are powerhouses in my opinion for the modern days. Shades Oud by Armaf, very inexpensive. You can still find it discontinued now, but this is beast mode. Just one spray will last you 18 hours plus. And Rasasi is Shuhrah. They have a lot of common elements, but they have their difference as well, but they are very nuclear. Cold weather powerhouses, modern day powerhouses, Rasasi, Shuhrah, Shades Oud by Armaf. That's number 9. Number 8, the ties, they continue. They have tie, back-to-back 3 ties. Mahogany Ouds by Bath and Body Works, Bentley for Men Intense. Very, very, very potent juices, okay? Cold weather strictly. This is a bit more sweeter than this, but they have booziness, they have leather, they have woodsy feel. I think this one doesn't have leather, but this one does. So they have a lot of common elements. I'll do a comparison video between these two, okay? You'll see. These two are great powerhouses in my opinion. I'm gonna be wearing a lot of those in the winter. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7. Angelman. This fragrance, the originator of lots of flankers. You cannot wear this in the hot, humid weather. Only cold weather, this is really a classic. Classic, you know, it's a really classic and lot of complexity. It has tar, it has patchouli, it has a coffee. Just watch the reviews and try it on your skin. It really performs well. Okay, Angelman, or rather known as Amen, from the house of Thierry Mugler. Next one, ties. A lot of ties in this, so I'm trying to include a lot of them in the list, so I don't want to miss out. Dior Homme Parfum, Fahrenheit Le Parfum. These two are beast mode. Cold weather, these are modern day powerhouses. They really smell great. This one is more amped up version of Fahrenheit. It has the additional boozy note and leather, less petroleum vibe, but still very fruity and amazing. Okay, and Dior Homme Parfum is the strongest in the line of this. If you like Dior Homme, check this out. You have to check it out. It's a niche quality juice. Okay, so next I have ties. 2 more ties coming up. They're very similar in nature, but they have the differences. The classics, Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, Azzaro Pour Homme. I'm not going to talk about them. You guys already know what they are. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the last 4. Number 4, the second last tie. One Man Show Oud edition, and this is Oud Touch by Franck Olivier. Very inexpensive, but smells and performs, like smell wise, they're really awesome. Not everyone can pull this off. Not everybody is like as keen on their, you know, like animalic sort of oud. This one has oud leather, a lot of fruitiness, amber, a lot of complexity. And this as well, this has a lot more sweetness. And it's known as Oud Ispahan. People say it's Oud Ispahan by Chanel's knockoff, but I don't know how that smells, but this smells darn good. Try them out. They're kind of similar in nature, but this is a bit more safer. Yeah. But powerhouses, you don't get anything safe. Okay, the second last tie. Number 4. Number 3, this is not going to surprise many of you. This is a beast mode fragrance. It lasts and lasts and lasts. 24 Gold by Scentstory. Okay, number 3. Number 2 is one of my favorite fragrances. If not for those top fragrances, the last tie, this would be number 1. But I love this juice a lot. This is very handsome. You can suit it up. You can really wear it in an upscale situation. Lasts a long time. Just one spray, it will do magic. Van Cleef & Arpels Pour Homme, number 2. The last one, definitely a tie. Had to be a tie. I told you already. I couldn't select between these two like as a winner. They're both winners. One is not very pricey. Other one is kind of like $50, $60. Okay. First one is Lapidus Pour Homme by Ted Lapidus. Second is Kouros. They're both reformulated versions, but trust me, if you want a performer in the cold weather, just go one spray with like any of them. They're gonna project like nobody's business, and they get a lot of notice. These are real man's man ballsy scents. All right, these are my number 1 for the winter top powerhouses. Okay, so do let me know how you feel about the list, and thanks once again, Mr. Matt. No, not Mr. Matt. Matt Conkis. Yeah, Mr. Matt. Anyway, they are my inspirations for doing this work. So try them out if you like Powerhouse Fragrances. I believe they'll serve you awesome in the cold weather. Take care, guys. Try to keep it brief, but a lot of fragrances. Have a nice day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.